What is up, everybody? Good morning and welcome back to Marvel Rivals. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be taking a look at ZR Midnight. I've seen Groot kind of rising in popularity, and I figured we would just get into a replay here, see what this guy does on Groot. He tops damage, he tops block. This guy's an absolute demon on Groot. Got a good amount of playtime on tanks as well, so definitely knows what he's doing. So let's get right into it. We're not going to waste any time. We're just going to see what is going on. And just kind of a thank you to everybody that's been watching the content. I know it's not like anything edited or anything crazy like that, but I really appreciate you guys spending some part of your day just kind of hanging out and doing something that I would kind of ordinarily be doing anyway. So I appreciate you guys sharing that with me, and we'll get right into the rest of this without further ado. So I think we are solo tanking, or no, not solo tanking here. We do have a Magneto. Magneto ended up going around the right side there, so that was probably not ideal, but get a nice little soul bond, so should be able to stay pretty healthy. I do see a lot of Adam Warlocks actually not use their soul bond properly. You can actually keep people alive through like Star-Lord ult, through I think Storm ult too can almost be blocked entirely with soul bond as well if you get enough people in it. So if you're playing Adam, definitely check that out. Vinny is actually on the other team playing the opposing Groot and goes kind of crazy here. So Midnight's team's gonna get wiped, but we do have the superior skins, so we are undeterred. We're gonna get right back into it, and I will be spectating again a couple of the 100 Thieves members. I think I mentioned that in the last video or something like that, but I am a big 100 Thieves enjoyer, so we're gonna look at take some more looks at Harvey, and I think Vinny is on 100 Thieves too, so we'll be taking a look at them coming up here, and maybe some of the other members of that team. So I think it's a little bit hard to push up here. The enemy team does have a ton of damage with that Star-Lord, that Mag, kind of everyone just rocking him, but the Luna ult is popped here, so I think we should be trying to step up forward, backing up more than I would enjoy. Mag is going for, I think, the Mantis in the back there. Doesn't seem super necessary. We get a nice wall to block off that Star-Lord ult. I think everyone just needs to wait for that cooldown to, yeah, I think we just need to wait for the enemy cooldowns to all happen. Doing a good job of using this big wall to block some of the damage, and they do get that nice stage switch right in the nick of time to keep them a little bit safer as well. Not a whole lot of value out of the ult there, but playing very patient here, waiting to get onto the point, and they do have to contend with these double Loki ults, so lots of stalling being done by that double Luna there. Good wall placement though, making sure the Luna cannot get fully away. This team's going to be able to take him out there. And these tanks have nowhere to go with all of those walls there. And they do get the point and start kind of catching up at this point, because we are at about an 80% deficit. It's going to be a bit challenging. And I like to throw the seed bomb over there, get some ult charge for free. That thing's going to come off cooldown pretty quick, so not to worry. And we should be able to win this next fight as well, looking at 5 ults compared to the enemy team's kind of 1. All they got to do is spread out for Vinny a bit, and that is a beautiful Groot ult coming in hot. Unfortunately, the enemy Groot is going to be blocking a lot of the follow-up damage from that. Cloak and Dagger getting a good follow-up there. And I just said that the enemy team didn't have many ults, and then they used ults. So, yeah. But we also did die with Mantis ult, with Luna ult, and I think the Doctor Strange ult was kind of wasted there. So, not perfectly played. What is that wall doing? Are we seeing this? Are we seeing that right angle that we made there? It's kind of wacky. Jumping through that portal, getting absolutely demolished. And I think in the next, I think Groot is actually kind of difficult to play on domination. With payload, you have more of a set trajectory. You know, you wall people off in a specific direction, but this is hard to keep your team as safe and wall people off in a pretty consistent way, just because of the 360 nature of the point. So I do like the ceiling walls here. And hopefully we can use this Mantis ult to win the next fight. And even if we lose it, we do have that access to that Adam ult. Does a good job of stepping up here, putting some pressure on. And now we're doing better at trading kind of back and forth with Doctor Strange, letting Strange step up, block some damage with that shield. Getting a nice wall down here, keeping this Magneto on one side of it. Going to commit the Groot ult here, but Luna going to keep everybody safe. And that's 3 ults already blown from the enemy team. Adam preemptively popping that resurrection. Fortunately, I think it's in a bad place over there on that left-hand side. The enemy did have full vision of that, but not going to be punished for that too much. Doing as much damage as he can here. Could even be meleeing in a couple of these situations. I like how he's looking for the backline, looking for that follow-up damage. Seed Bomb gets a beautiful 2-piece on the healers there. And I think that should be enough to help his team secure this victory. These tanks are going to be able to stall a little bit, but shouldn't be enough. Strange going to have to go up into the sky, not touching point for that overtime. And there we go. We turn a very, very losable round into a nice, quick dub. So, yeah, I think they really kind of changed the tides of that when he starts playing a little bit better with that Doctor Strange, stepping up, and then he gets that huge ult and the beautiful follow-up damage on those 2 healers there. Groot does do a tremendous amount of damage too, so if you haven't been using those walls as an extra damage source, definitely try and do that. They can be a little bit finicky, so definitely take them into practice tool or something and see how they work, see how you can proc that extra damage. But because he's hitting that Magneto there and that wall isn't going to be hitting him, but if he was at a different angle, he might have. Not to say that that wasn't a good wall, but you know what I mean. And there is going to be far too many walls in this game in general. I mean, we got the moving ones in the center. We got the Groot walls on both teams. It's just bad news bears for anyone that is trying to keep line of sight. His healer's doing, the Lord's work over here. Luna keeping everybody alive miraculously through all of this. Throwing down that ult, getting a nice little half box there. Not going to be able to kill anybody with the prevalence of that Invisible Woman ult there. And the Mantis ult being popped, but that is okay. His healers are doing a phenomenal job at keeping everyone alive through all of this damage. His health definitely seems to be rubber banding this game. And I'm a fan that he and Magneto are playing on opposite sides of the point, kind of splitting the attention. We're not going to talk about that death. We're not going to talk about it. We're just gonna move on. Didn't even happen. It's happened to everybody. Can't really pretend that it hasn't happened to you, right? I mean, we're all human, but that's okay. Moving right along. He's a chonky tree man, and his team actually has kept control of this point. Unfortunately, 2 people do go down before Ricky on that Luna is able to pop that ult. And I think at this point, I almost would have gone for a full reset. Going to get knocked off again by this Invisible Woman. And I really do think that we could have gone for that full reset there. If they lose 2, they pop the Luna ult kind of unnecessarily. I almost feel like you just run it back and start over again. Because right here, he's just going to die again. Adam dropping that res in a pretty bad location. That is some friendly fire if I've ever seen it. So, I mean, it is what it is. If you play Adam, definitely be careful where you put in your reses because it can make a huge difference. And they are just staggering like nobody's business. I like his decision to just stand here, wait for his team to respawn. He had 2 seconds on one person, 4 seconds on another, and 7 seconds on another one. So I like that we are getting up here enough to build ult charge, take a little bit of damage, definitely healable damage. Maybe even pick this Magneto, dropping that big wall behind him. And then beautiful kind of bait there, taking out the ceiling walls there. And I like that he was super, super, super patient there. Groot does need quite a bit of healing. Especially in a game like this where everyone is just going kind of bonkers. It's almost hard to follow. And I like the seed bomb into the wall there. Terrible Adam Warlock. The Adam Warlock reses in this game are not it. I'm sorry. I'll say it. We get a nice ace there. Just great follow-up damage from everybody. That Magneto kill starting it all off. Love the ceiling walls. I think that's great. giving Magneto an avenue to back up. So he was taking a bit too much damage there. Magneto throwing down that shield, and he's stepping up right as that is about to go away. Gets a nice ult on the back line, but Vinny does a good job of just turning around and putting that big Groot wall, so that was very cool there. Love to see that. And I think, what is that, the 4th time that he's gotten knocked off the cliff? I don't know. Yeah, that's probably going to be something in the title. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's just kind of a goofy way to die, and they lose that round. That one was significantly worse play. They were playing kind of from ahead the whole time, and it seems like they play better from behind. So we'll get right into the the next round and see where we're at. Personally, I don't like this map a whole lot. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm not a huge fan. This map, I always feel like if I'm on for the occasional ranked game, haven't played ranked in this game for probably like a week and a half at this point, something like that. But a week or so, I don't know. I try and play with a couple friends on the weekends, but when this map shows up, I'm like, this is gonna go terribly. It's gonna go awful. All right, and we get the Magneto ult and the Star-Lord ult to trade. This Luna is unfortunately just going to be a little bit late on all of these ults here. She's just having 2 people die and then is able to pop that ult. I guess I could rewind too and see if she was close to ult charge or if she just held that for a bit too long. That's just kind of unfortunate. This 100 Thieves member is going to be going a little bit crazy. And again, we are going to play some patience here. Stand back here, wait for the team, like that decision. All we need is one good reset. We need to take that point back and then hold it for forever is what we need to do. Forever, we need to hold it. Okay, so he's got everyone behind him, feels confident stepping up. Taking quite a bit of damage here, but he's got the snowflake on him, so it should be okay. Using these walls defensively, I like the wall placement here. And then trying to step up and use the walls to defend his team against that Groot ult. Groot not going to be able to kill anybody because that Mantis ult is popped as well. Beautiful Magneto ult actually holds a couple people in place. Magneto is able to follow up, get that nice one-shot 2-piece there. And they'll be able to take down this Magneto, weaving in a couple melees there, which you don't see a whole lot of Groots do. His melee, his 3-piece combo, I believe, is a knock-up as well. So if you find yourself in melee on Groot, you can definitely melee weave a bit and get a nice knock-up there at the 3rd part of the combo. So keep that in mind. And that patience paid off. He sees the opportunity for the reset, waits for everyone, and then they just push in, pop a couple ults, and they are sitting pretty. They do actually only expend 3 ults there too, so you know, pretty good trade, especially, you know, because they won the point. So, and Fear Magneto is going to come out. Not going to be able to do anything about that. But there we go. Now we see that good Luna ult coming out from his team, keeping everybody alive. And we've successfully farmed another Groot ult, taking out 2 people quick. Unfortunately, not going to be able to wall off that Groot, which would have been a pretty game-changing experience right there. And he's going to get kind of full boxed there like he's playing freaking Fortnite. And good Adam Warlock res. I think that one's significantly better, resing people around corners, out of line of sight. I think he needs to step up a bit here. Magneto was kind of low, so I like that he's taking some initiative here, stepping up and fighting more frontline. See, considering he's at full HP. And I like the decision to chase down this Adam, walling him off, getting some good follow-up damage. Unfortunately, missing some shots, so that could have gone a bit faster, but the result is the same, and we'll take it. We'll freaking take it. Love to see it. Get some preliminary walls set up here in case anyone tries to jump on for the touch. We're getting towards that part of the game, and the enemy team has actually switched to Venom in order to guarantee that touch. So Venom just going to quickly dive onto the point there. He's taking a ton of damage though, so if they can kill him really quickly, that would be really nice. Get a nice half box on everybody and a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful kill on pretty much 4 members of the enemy team. So that was insane. I love the ult, the two walls, and get all that follow-up damage with that seed bomb. Beautiful ace, beautiful way to end off the spectating, and they get the dub. So hey, what more can you ask for, right? Yeah, I mean, well deserved. I think he's gonna get MVP. I actually don't even know. We'll kind of see, but we know that is a clean dub. Not actually clean the second round. Didn't really get that, but yeah, well deserved MVP. He's a chunky tree. Love to see it. So yeah, taking a look at the scoreboard here too. He dies a lot of time. He dies 5 times to getting knocked off the map, which is a little bit awkward. Does almost the top damage on his team. That 100 Thieves member almost just kind of egging him out a little bit, and blocks an absolute crap ton of damage. I was looking at the wrong Groot. He actually does do top damage on his team. I'm trolling. But yeah, beautiful game. If you want to watch more of this guy, I will also include this replay ID in the description below, but feel free to watch any of these other people on screen now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment on what you guys want to see next, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.